Older women have always carried a certain aura of mystery, strength, and wisdom. They walk through life with stories carved into their expressions, yet many truths about them remain hidden from the world. As society often glorifies youth, what many overlook is the depth, resilience, and psychological wonders older women embody. These truths are not only fascinating but can also transform the way we perceive life, relationships, and self-worth. I remember my neighbor, Linda, a 62-year-old retired schoolteacher who always had a sparkle in her eyes. Every morning, she would step outside with her coffee, smile at everyone passing by, and share a kind word. One day I asked her, "Linda, how do you always stay so calm and joyful?" She chuckled, sipped her coffee, and said, "Sweetheart, it's not that life gets easier. It's that I stopped trying to control everything. That's the real freedom you earn with age." That conversation opened my eyes to the world of older women's psychology, something many people don't realize until they witness it up close. Psychological fact number 1 is that older women have mastered emotional regulation. Unlike their younger years, they no longer feel the constant rush to prove themselves. They know which battles are worth fighting and which are not. Take the story of Susan, a 58-year-old nurse, who once told me about how she dealt with a rude coworker. Instead of firing back, she simply smiled and walked away. "Why waste my peace on someone else's storm?" she said. That kind of wisdom is something many younger people can learn from. Psychological fact number 2 is that older women carry an unmatched sense of empathy. They've lived through heartbreaks, victories, losses, and joys, which makes them deeply understanding of other people's struggles. My friend Emily, who's 65, volunteers at a local shelter. She often says she sees herself in every struggling young woman who walks through the door. "When you've lived enough life," she explained, "you stop judging and start listening." This quality makes older women powerful anchors of compassion in their communities. Fact number 3 is that older women often find new strength in independence. When I spoke with Patricia, a 70-year-old widow, she told me, "For the first time in my life, I feel free to do things for me. I plant my garden how I like, I travel when I want, and I don't apologize for living." She wasn't bitter about her past. Instead, she embraced her independence as a gift. Many people don't realize that women often bloom in unexpected ways later in life. Fact number 4 is resilience. When you speak to an older woman, you'll notice a pattern. She's been through storms and still stands tall. Margaret, 66, lost her job at 55 but reinvented herself by starting a small bakery. Today, she says, "That setback was the best thing that ever happened to me." Her ability to adapt and grow from hardships reflects the psychological resilience older women develop through experience. Fact number 5 is confidence in authenticity. Older women no longer feel the pressure to fit into society's molds. They embrace their gray hair, their wrinkles, and the beauty of who they are. I recall going shopping with Helen, a 59-year-old artist. While I fussed over how an outfit might look, Helen smiled and said, "Wear what makes you feel like yourself. That's what matters." Her words stayed with me because they highlighted the freedom that comes from living authentically. Fact number 6 is that older women cherish meaningful connections over superficial ones. Unlike in youth, where social circles may be broad, older women focus on deep bonds. Carol, a 63-year-old grandmother, once told me, "I don't need 100 friends. I just need a few who truly know my heart." That shift in perspective explains why conversations with older women often feel more genuine and heartfelt. Fact number 7 is adaptability to change. Despite stereotypes, many older women embrace technology, new hobbies, and modern ideas with open minds. My Aunt Rachel, who's 68, started learning digital photography at 65 and now runs a small online business selling her work. She told me, "It's never too late to learn. Age doesn't stop curiosity, it sharpens it." Fact number 8 is patience. Older women often embody a calmness that comes only with time. When life has tested you again and again, you learn to breathe through it. My mentor, Deborah, who's 61, once said, "When you've seen decades of ups and downs, you realize rushing never gets you anywhere faster. Her steady perspective inspired me to slow down and trust the process. Fact number 9 is intuition. Older women often have an uncanny ability to sense what's unsaid. This isn't magic, it's decades of observing human behavior. Monica, a 60-year-old counselor, once told me, "I can often tell what someone feels before they even say it. Not because I'm special, but because life taught me how to listen beyond words." Fact number 10 is gratitude. With age, many women shift from focusing on what they lack to appreciating what they have. Linda, the neighbor I mentioned earlier, told me she writes down 3 things she's thankful for every night before bed. "Gratitude keeps my heart young," she said. That simple practice reflects the deep wisdom older women often cultivate. And fact number 11 is legacy. Older women think about what they leave behind, not just in material possessions, but in love, kindness, and memories. Grace, a 72-year-old retired librarian, once said, "I may not be remembered for wealth, but I hope I'll be remembered for the love I gave." That powerful mindset shows how older women focus on making their mark through the lives they touch. Each of these truths paints a picture of older women as more than what society labels them. They are resilient, compassionate, independent, wise, and deeply human. Their stories are treasures waiting to be heard, their lessons guideposts for younger generations, and their presence a reminder that life does not fade with age, it transforms. As I reflect on all the older women I've met, I see them not just as individuals, but as living libraries of wisdom. Every wrinkle tells a story, every smile carries strength, and every act of kindness speaks volumes. The psychological truths about older women are not just fascinating, they are reminders of the beauty of growing older with grace, courage, and authenticity.